What do you think about Elon Musk?
I think, as we've said, he's clearly not retarded.
He's a puzzling character. I've been puzzling over Elon Musk.
Can I say, I think what his biggest problem is,
yeah,
and this is something that plagues a lot of people,
yeah,
and this is something that
he's too based.
Well, so it's a thing, and if you're listening to this show, you don't need to worry about this issue in your life.
Yeah, because you know that we're based lib chuds.
Yeah, well,
we've been very open about the fact that we're based lib chuds.
We're a new kind of unlovable freak. A whole new style of unlovable freak, based lib chud. An unlovable loser before which no one had ever seen. But no, I think it's a problem that a lot of people have, and I think we underestimate the kind of damage it can do to you, and that problem is being corny.
He is mad corny.
He on the cob for life. He on the cob for life. Life sentence on the cob for being too corny, you know?
'Cause I've been puzzling over him, because it's just like he has this sort of clownish facade, right?
But it's not funny.
But oh no. Not at all.
No.
But like he's one of the world's most powerful men.
Yes.
Like at least among like private citizens.
Yeah.
Like he's, I guess in theory, the world's richest man.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's totally accurate, but
Close
either way,
enough.
he's immensely wealthy.
Yeah.
Like the power that he has over like the media and stuff is like immense. Like he's super powerful.
He owns like one of the biggest social media platforms in the world.
And like, you know, there's a lot of people who have rich parents who aren't in his position.
No.
So he's clearly not like a total nothing.
No.
Right? But he has this sort of facade as a sort of like ludicrous, like, holds up spork ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been just like puzzling over him, trying to.
I think it like, because I think people underestimate what being corny will do to you.
Yeah.
And what being corny will do to you is when, like, being corny and being fucking like a weird guy.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, I think everyone listening probably is like aware of the last couple weeks of discourse.
Yeah.
You know, we had the whole H-1B thing, and then like kind of on a dime, it switched to talking about like the Rotterdam rape thing from like a decade ago.
Well, it's because he pulled out the genius move of renaming his Twitter account Kekius Maximus.
Totally saved himself.
Very funny
the
move.
Alt-right, as a tribune of the alt-right, we're totally behind you now, Kekius, sir. I think I speak for the whole alt-right when I say
what's fucking spooky is we do kind of, that's another time where we release an episode and then the next week we're like right about something where it's like we're doing jokes about Steven, the annoying Kekistani fucking 54-year-old, and then like Elon
the world
does that.
I think we might have literally said 53. And Steven, the guy, was 53. and a week later, Kekius Maximus emerges.
And like he pulled that out, and then he did the other genius move of, okay, this pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
When you are South African, which is one of the most not only rare accents in North America, but distinct.
And impossible to mimic.
Impossible, because it's made up.
We need to. I think that you're the kind of the accent guy,
right? Well, as according to the rules.
According to the rules, you're the accent guy. I feed you lines. You do them in a funny accent. Everyone cacks.
Everyone.
All right, I'll cack you later, friends.
Kick you later, friends, anons.
But I think we might need to develop at least a passable Elon Musk impression.
Yeah.
Which is tough.
It's hard because many people don't know this, but the South African accent totally made up, and they do it on purpose, and they talk normal when they're among each other.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna be around.
There's a long. It's like kind of British. It's like doing a bad British accent and like picking what words are British.
Somebody once described it. I don't know who this was, but as like British with peanut butter in your mouth. But it's something to work on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
when you're in the Wahlberg suite.
When I'm on the Wahlberg suite, that's literally what I do.
I know.
Brandon hears me for hours in the shower doing like Caribbean voice.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to work.
But I think it would be beneficial to the show if we had a passable Elon, because that's an impression that like nobody has.
Yeah.
Other than is Adrian Dittman Elon?
Yes.
Because I wasn't
the like resident voice expert on the show.
Yeah.
I heard one clip. I went, "That's clearly Elon Musk."
Because I like tweeted the other day that I thought it was cool, and I was thinking like this might come off as ironic.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's cool.
It's 1,000,000% serious.
To make a separate account where you glaze yourself.
It's like when Trump would call into New York radio shows as John Barron to hype up Donald Trump.
Yeah.
It's just a swag move.
It's cool. It's like when it's like when Mankind would talk about Dude Love.
Yeah. It's just cool.
Like, that guy's scary, man. And then
I mean, now that we're talking to the elite patrons, if you see a new account on YouTube or a couple that are like over the top, sucking our dicks all the time, maybe it's me.
At Ultimate Chinese Rapist.
Yeah. Is that me?
Who knows? Yeah. Well, the Adrian Dittman thing, it's like, okay, if that isn't Elon and that's a separate guy,
then it's the gayest thing on earth.
That might be the biggest faggot of all time. That guy might be the most insanely huge faggot of all time.
If it is Elon, I unironically think that's cool.
I think that's you're a billionaire. Whatever. You're a billionaire and you're African. Do whatever you want to do.
But yeah,
you're a billionaire. If it is Elon, there's no reason why fucking Kevin O'Leary shouldn't be doing the exact same thing.
It's swag.
Love the way you raped that girl behind the scenes at Dragon's Den.
It was cool how you ran your boat over that guy and then blamed your wife.
Yeah.
And if it is Elon, how it sounds exactly like him.
If Mark Cuban had one, it's like, actually, Rachel Maddow's hot.
It's just a cool thing to do.
It's fine. Yeah, whatever. But it's like, if that is not Elon, which it is, if Adrian Dittman is a real guy who just won't, post a picture of his face for whatever reason.
Because that's the thing.
And also has a distinctly South African accent and the same tone of voice as Elon.
Super easy to prove that it's not him.
Yeah. It's like, so you're telling me there's like two.
Picture.
So Elon keeps a guy who is a clone of himself in his like inner circle, who's a Twitter employee.
Right. Who just goes on Twitter Spaces to defend Elon.
Who's like, he goes on Twitter Spaces, he's South African and has the same like vocal tonality as Elon and the same like talking points and the same cadence in the way he talks. And also he posts mad retarded AI art all the time and has a terrible sense of humor.
Yeah.
There's no way they made two of those guys.
But
there's no way they made two and one's the world's wealthiest man and the other one works for him.
It's just some guy who thinks he's cool.
Who's awesome. Yeah. Actually, Elon's badass.
He's badass.
Badass. I got to practice that.
Badass.
I got to listen to Elon talk more.
I think it would be... He's going to be around for a minute. I think it would be beneficial if we had a somewhat serviceable Elon thing.
I saw a tweet about Elon that I think is incomprehensibly real. Mm-hmm. They said, because he was posting on 4chan.
Right, because there's a whole thing. That's where Calculator friends,
Calculator friends, Anons,
Calculator friends, and I have been in my mind. I just keep thinking of like the, I don't know, like sad SpongeBob leaving a room, being like, I'll Calculator friends. All right, I'll kick you guys later.
All right, man. I'll kick you guys later. We should start ending episodes with "keck you guys later."
Yeah. God, now I'm gonna have to explain what "keck" means to my mom. And yes, I'm able to.
Yes, I will, and she'll love it.
Yes, I can trace it back to its World of Warcraft roots. Yeah, sure.
But like, yeah, he was on.
Because "keck" is orcish, lol, translated into common. BTW.
BTW keck is orcish lol. I also love gaming.
And gay sex.
And having HPV.
Having bisexual gay sex.
It's sort of bi-sex when I fuck a guy. It's not really even gay. It's bi.
Do I exclusively fuck them? Yes.
But when I do it, I go, it would be fine if you were a girl too. A hot one only.
I'm certainly open to it.
If you were a girl, I'd say fine. That was the... I forgot to bring that up on the first episode. I've never seen a trans Chinese person. Have you?
I mean, my issue there is, have I seen trans Asians? Yeah, every night online.
Every night when I leave my hotel room in Thailand.
Could I tell the difference if it's a Thai, Laotian, Vietnamese,
but
Chinese,
I know
Japanese?
They're not Chinese.
No.
To me, they're basically, they are women.
Yeah, to me, actually, trans women as a category doesn't exist because they're actually just women.
That's a woman.
Yeah.
But if you're under 120 pounds and you're wearing a dress, you're a girl.
To me, the phrase trans women or women is actually totally irrelevant. Because you don't even need to say that, because obviously
you're a girl.
Yeah.
Buddy, if you weigh less than 120 pounds and you put some freaking high heels on, you're a girl.
Yeah. If you're wearing a wig and some poorly applied eyeshadow at the Motel 6, but pal, you're a woman to me.
You're a woman to me.
I'll suck your dick all night.
You're a woman to me, and I'll give you head. I'll going to Thailand to give ladyboys head. Going there to suck off ladyboys is crazy.
I just have a thing for feminine Venus.
Venus.
Well, I don't know if you're allowed to be trans in China. Because I know all the fibro, blue hair Twitter communists love China.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you're like fully not allowed to be gay there.
No. If you tried to...
Based.
What you doing? Put your pants on. Don't wear dress. Yeah. Come on, man.
Even though they have like, I don't know, 500 million extra dudes or whatever.
All of them love being dudes.
I think China's going to end up with some like sort of like reverse... what's like the trad version of polyamory? Like Mormon style.
Oh, like sister wives?
Yeah. With sister husbands.
Sister husband. Yeah. Oh, what's the... I guess they just call that... I don't know what I think it's polyamory, but it was...
Well, there's an older term for it. It's escaping me right now. Like harems.
Oh,
but it'll just be like each like middle-aged mean Chinese woman has like 6 soy husbands.
6 James Cage White guys. Yeah. I make my wife dinner. Super lucky today. Work hard, not balding.
I think that's their only way out of this.
Yeah.
Although, frankly, Mr. G, if you're listening, and I know you are, that could be a solution.
Oh,
could you imagine James Cage White in a Party City wig? Boing.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him balding anymore.
It'd be so funny if James Cage White married some like horrifically non-passing tranny.
Like Christian, like a Christian style girl.
But Chinese.
This is my wife. She's so sexy, man. She's so hot, man.
It's just exactly him in a Party City wig.
In like Uma Thurman from Pulp Fiction wig, like hard line. Hey, husband, I miss you. You look hot today. Oh man, you hear what my wife say? She rubbed the way I look, dude. Bet you jealous, huh? Bet you jealous, huh, white boy?
Exactly like him.
Yeah, my wife's not balding either, man.
Guess what? My wife make it 4 day no buy Steam game.
It's James Cage White is hard. It's like kind of. He talks like he's got like an egg in his mouth.
Yeah. I haven't actually heard. I love his tweets.
Love his tweets.
He's I would say probably top 10 most powerful posters.
Guess what I'm doing.
Guess what he says that, and it's like, are you Emming right now, James? James, are you Emming right now?
Are you tweeting while you M, James? Guess what I'm doing. I see they scroll. I probably see 2 guess what I'm doing tweets a day from him. He's
dynamite. He's such a good poster.
He's really good.
Like the other day I just posted I buy Steam game and M. I'm just gonna start reposting James or like copying his posts.
They're so funny
because every couple days a new one will pop up and it's like, God, that's good.
Guess what I'm doing is just so funny when you're like a notably retarded Chinese guy
whose main thing is buying Steam games and Emming.
Guess what I'm doing.
And the I'm not balding ones. So good.
And then he'll post a picture of like his like the wet shower floor and be like, I shower today.
Or maybe my favorite of all time is when he's drinking orange juice out of a bowl like a cat and being like, I drink orange juice as reward.
Didn't he call it orange water?
Orange water, yeah.
I drink orange water as a reward. I watch Titanic as a reward.
He's such a powerful poster.
Yeah.
One of my favorite guys. But yeah, him marrying a perfect clone of himself, but with the Uma Thurman hair. Yeah. I finally got a sexy girlfriend.
I got sexy wife. Bet you jealous, man. My sexy wife also no play Steam game, never M. She doesn't know what M is. I M all day. She had no idea.
But yeah, Elon, I have been puzzling over Elon.
Yeah.
Because I saw somebody post this, and I think might be something to it. That like for the last like couple weeks or maybe like months, like I think traditionally in this period, like Trump has all of his cabinet appointments, and Elon has totally sucked the air out of the room.
Yes,
nobody's talking about any of them.
No,
he's totally dominating the conversation.
Yeah.
So like, depending how cynical you want to be, it's like that's the thing. Is it a masterminded scheme, or is he like a retarded man who has stumbled into his position?
I think like what comes to, like with the territory of being like a corny guy is like bad decision making.
Well, and that's the thing with him is it's like there's this Andy Warhol quote that kind of sticks out in my mind. And I'm not a big Warhol fan.
I liked when he got AIDS.
Did he get AIDS?
Probably.
Like I think his art kind of sucks, but I also think he's probably like, if you were grading it in terms of like importance, he's probably like the most important artist of the latter half of the 20th century, in that his stuff sucks.
Yeah.
And that like, who gives a fuck about painting anymore?
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah.
And he was kind of the guy who was like, it's dead.
It's gay.
Or whatever
the soup can. Like. Yeah.
But he had this thing he said. I think it was about one of his prints about Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And I think it could apply to all of his shit. But it was sort of like the thing about a Coke is that like the richest millionaire and the poorest peasant enjoy the exact same can of Coke.
Yeah. And
it's like they enjoy it in the same way, and when they crack one open, they're getting the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Which I think can kind of apply to like all of his art.
Yeah.
But I think that like social media is kind of the same thing, where you can be like the world's richest man, but like Elon posts on Twitter 1,000 times a day.
Yeah.
He's on that shit all the time.
All day.
And like we've seen it in like a very small sample size, but when we get somebody who makes like a mean comment to us, like you feel you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I know like
it doesn't feel nice.
I feel like you're not supposed to say that, and like I guess like at like a larger scale, you must just have to kind of harden yourself against it.
You just don't check,
but
probably.
I feel like it's kind of impossible if you see somebody like shit talking you.
Yeah,
like it's really tough to like totally ignore it.
Yeah.
So I feel like a guy like Elon, even though he's like, you know, super powerful and military contractor, like you know,
going to Mars,
hostile takeover of the American government, like all this shit.
Yeah.
But like in some ways, like him going on Twitter, which he's clearly turbo addicted to.
Yes.
Like everybody shitting on him is having like an impact.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like switcherooed the subject to get back on the good side of based world.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like clearly a guy who's like not socially good. He fumbled Grimes, for crying out loud.
Although to give him some points, he fucked her at least twice.
But like
got her pregnant both times. Man, if I fucked Grimes, I wouldn't be washing my dick. Man, command Elon growing little Grimes clones from the pussy bacteria.
I actually harvested a number of pubic hairs from my ex-wife Grimes, and now I'm growing sort of a large group of guys that are going to be like her, but in a laboratory setting. And I can like hit them with a truck and stuff. I'm gonna basically like hit 2 with a truck because I'm seething at the divorce.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's a puzzling figure that I don't quite have a firm grasp on, and like a lot of people are shitting on him for the H-1B thing.
Yeah,
which like makes sense. I mean, I don't think we have to go into everyone who's
that Sam Hyde video.
Y'all know what's up with it.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Yeah.
But everyone was like seething at him.
Yeah.
And like, actually, as a side note, I know I do this a lot, but I need to take a side note to talk about what a retard faggot Nick Fuentes is.
Yes.
He's going to be doing this I told you so shit for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
But it's like, I've seen him doing like, you need to apologize to me.
Yeah.
It's like, apologize to what? For not voting Kamala?
Yeah.
For not supporting totally real, viable presidential candidate Kanye West?
Yeah.
Is that what we're apologizing for?
yeah.
Like,
not real, not a joke presidential candidate Kanye West?
Yeah, like, oh man, they're going to keep doing that shit. But it's like 3 years ago, do you think when Prananth was in charge of Twitter, it would be better?
Yeah.
You know, like, it's, oh man, they're just going to keep doing that.
I think also something to be underappreciated is that Elon is, to my knowledge, the first of this like new batch of billionaires that are like unsocialized dweeb tech guys to get to that level.
Yeah.
So it's like there's not a blueprint for if you're an inside guy, which is fine to be an inside guy, but if you're an inside guy and all of a sudden you're like little buddy fucking what's a Guido, like from Total Recall, like the guy who lives in the, you're that guy.
Ian Miles Chong.
You're fucking what's his name, like Bebo or whatever?
God, I don't know.
I
know the guy you're talking
about. You're that guy living in the chest of the president now.
Yeah,
like you, and you've like you haven't really figured out like even small talk yet with human beings.
Yeah,
and like how to like kind of comfortably ride an elevator with people. Like that's still like a thing you're nervous about, even though your bank account reads like $2.2 billion. But like, you know, an Uber ride is like stressful, and you're like, I'm unfamiliar with what to do. I think he's like kind of fumbling through the like PR and like fame plan.
Like in French vanilla Nick Bliss.
It's okay. I'm gonna keep smoking this bad boy.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I was going, I guess, with the Coca-Cola thing.
Yeah.
Is I think, like, for all the Sturm und Drang among based world.
Yeah.
Is I think that it, like, this big spurgout actually has, like, some effect on Elon.
Oh, sure.
Because I think he is, like, a sort of autist dude who's, like, turbo addicted to Twitter. And he wants based world Twitter to like him, which is why he's done the switcheroo to like England Rotterdam stuff.
But he's like so under socialized, he doesn't realize that like desperation is unappealing, and and one of the most transparent emotions.
Though he does have some of the most like obscene dick riders.
The craziest dick riders. Yeah, his
like if Adrian Dittman is a real guy.
He beats out the guy who offered Elon butt sex to get to Mars.
Yeah.
I that tweet, someone reposted that tweet a while, like sex free, which was, I think, the first episode of our show.
Yeah, the first episode is Plus Size Gamer Bussy.
Which is about sex for Elon.
To,
a guy offering butt sex to Elon Musk to help him alleviate stress.
He has some pretty powerful dick riders, that's for sure.
Some of the most, and there's all these. It's all these like invisible guys that kind of like the tech sphere world is full of like invisible guys.
Yeah, who love Elon.
Love Elon and work from home or work in Silicon Valley at like a compound, like literally a compound, like where they have like these big companies, like they can afford to like live people and bus them to work. They're invisible guys, you know, beyond like going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
They live in the Google, the Apple compound or the Google.
Post about how based it would be if Elon Musk came in their bussies.
Yeah, they post about how their wife would be chill and understand that it's for the future of humanity if Elon Musk ejaculated in their butthole.
Yeah.
To alleviate stress, like smoking a cigarette. I would be a cigarette for you, Elon.
You could put out smokes on me.
Put out smokes on my tongue, Elon.
But that is what I puzzle about with Elon is like, is it like a cynical facade and he's some like turbo genius who's playing us all like a fiddle, or is he like kind of retarded and wants to be liked?
I genuinely think like the guy got big. None of the things that he's famous for are things that are based on likability or social.